I just needed a change. It's really hard to turn work down in general, especially as dancers. Very rarely do I turn work down. And so I'm so happy that I actually had the balls to get on that plane and really just live in uncertainty. I love Argentina. Like, I had such an amazing experience. I trained every single day, hung out with people that didn't speak English, and we had a blast. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted just to sit down and talk to you guys about a time in my life where I just felt like I lost my passion and love for dance. I had been dancing for so long and I've been on television and in the public eye, and I started to really just struggle with believing in myself, and I felt like, you know, the passion I once had for dancing had just been lost, to be honest. I was just giving so much of my energy to, you know, teaching other celebrities on Dancing with the Stars that I just felt like my brain was really hungry to learn again. So this video is really just all about that, including my time when I picked up and moved to Argentina to join the iconic Forever Tango group. I started Dancing with the Stars back in 2006, season 2, I joined the cast. And we did, from season 2 to 3, we did 1 season of Dancing with the Stars a year. So I won with Drew Lachey, my first season, dancing second season. Year off. Couldn't even afford a freaking apple at Ralph's. So where's all my money? Anywho, then we started 3rd season. Thank God I got asked back. I danced with Emmett Smith. And from then on, the show was pretty successful. And it was like constant on the go, 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 go. Living this life of like adrenaline for the whole year, basically, all year round. We had like maybe Christmas Day off and New Year's, right? I think after just so many seasons of this, right? And so many tours under my belt, it was like I felt like I was on autopilot. So the problem is that with me in general, like just me, my personality, I need to constantly challenge myself. I need to never live in my comfort zone. Like, that is just my rule for me, because once I do get stagnant, then I just don't care, you know? And it's like, if I don't wake up every morning feeling like, okay, I need to conquer this or conquer something that I've never done before, then I tend to be on autopilot. I think I just needed a change, and I didn't know what that was. And it was kind of like I panicked, because I was like, do I need a change because I'm done with dancing, or do I need a change because all I've been doing is contributing? And mind you, this is why I still do the show. All I've been doing is teaching, but my brain felt still. Like there was nothing going on, like as far as me learning any new skill or just making me as a dancer, does my ballroom dancing improve? And I remember watching myself one day. I rarely watch the show back, but like when I do, or when I did, I saw myself and I was just so depressed about it, because I was just like, this is really, I don't like the way I look. I didn't like the way my body looked. Like, I didn't look fit. I didn't look like I was having fun. I looked miserable, to be quite honest, and I looked tired. And it's like, you know, with that comes people commenting, and maybe it was only one comment out of a million comments that one person may have said, you know, you look stale, or you look old, like Cheryl needs a break. You know, it was like on that whole, basically that whole like era when like the press was getting on me about my weight, which we'll talk about in another video. So make sure you hit that bell notification so that you know when that video is coming, because that's going to be a good one. It's about body image. Anyway, I needed a restart button. So Dancing with the Stars likes to reinvent themselves, right? So they decided to start adding new dances. So initially, Dancing with the Stars had just those competitive ballroom dances that I felt like I was an expert in. Argentine Tango is not a ballroom dance. Okay, I know a lot of people think it is. There is a dance called the Tango. The Tango is very much an international ballroom, but there's no flicks and stuff like you see in Argentina or in Argentine Tango. Gil Marini was the first partner I ever did an Argentine Tango with on Dancing with the Stars. Argentine Tango, no rules. You can do lifts, you can do tricks, you could just stand there and just move like your feet in like stillness and unison. And you don't have to be attached to each other. There's no body contact. The Tango, absolutely. You can't even break hold. So 2 separate dances. Everyone's like, Argentine Tango is a Latin dance. No, it comes from a Latin country, but it's not a Latin dance. So anyway, I heard of this when I was younger. My mom took me to this show called Forever Tango. And I'll never forget, just like, I guess, the feelings that show made me feel, which was another reason why I wanted to create Love on the Floor, which you can definitely check out on my YouTube channel right now. So make sure you check it out and comment below and tell me if you liked it. I had my agent, Yuki, and I said to her, look, I just need to learn again. Like, I was missing that feeling of like, can I do it? Can I not do it? Waking up feeling so sore I can barely move, sweating my ass off, and just learning. Like, I wanted to be the student. I just missed it. And so I said to her, I think the solution to all of this is for you to call the creator of Forever Tango and ask if they would basically just let me join their training. And ideally, it'd be great if I could just take a season off and just travel the world with the company Forever Tango and just do that. Cut to Yuki basically calls Luis Bravo and said, look, my client Cheryl Burke, she's on Dancing with the Stars, and she would love to join your tango company. And back then, Forever Tango was strictly just for the Argentinians that did Argentine tango and that have been around for years with this company. Luis Bravo, basically, long story short, said, yes, for sure, we would love to include Cheryl, but she's gonna need some training. Like, we're not gonna dumb our show down because of a celebrity dancer coming on our show. And I respected that so much, and I was like, anything. And this is exactly what I wanted to do. So we need her to move to Argentina, is what Luis said, and she needs to train with our seasoned dancers. And the only problem is, they don't speak English. So I was like, okay, great. Thank God I know some Spanish. And like Tagalog, the Filipino language, is similar to Spanish. So I got by. And so basically I was so excited to pack my bags and just like fly to Argentina. My mom came with me. We got a little like condo for about 2-3 months. This was during a hiatus where I actually turned the tour down because I was like, you guys, if you want me to come back for, season whatever, then I need this time, so like it's really hard to turn work down in general, especially as dancers. I can speak for myself. I very, very rarely do I turn work down. And so I'm so happy that I actually had the balls to get on that plane and really just live in uncertainty. As far as money goes, the money wasn't great, but it wasn't about the money. It was just really just to try and see and find my passion again for dance. And to see, what else I can do. Cause it's like, it was scary for me. Cause it's like, I had to be true to myself, but at the same time, I was like, what else do I know how to do? There, in my mind, it was like, it has to be related to dance. Maybe it's just not on camera. Like, I just didn't know where to go. I went there, lived in a beautiful like condo that we found that wasn't very expensive. My mom left after a week. And I'll just never forget, like, the person that I was assigned to as far as teaching me how to tango, he spoke no English. Like, it wasn't like just a little English. It was like he didn't even say hi. Like, it was just like straight to business. It was. Argentina, I love Argentina. Like, I had such an amazing experience because I totally stepped out of my comfort zone. I lived in this world where there was 2 languages being spoken, and I hung out and made friends with the cast of Forever Tango, who totally took me in like I was their family. And Argentina in general, they live a different lifestyle. Like, you don't wake up until noon or 1 p.m. Breakfast is like a croissant maybe, then you rehearse, then there's a siesta, then you don't go to dinner till like 11 o'clock at night or midnight, then you go out until 9 a.m. My type of place. And so this is what I did. I trained every single day, hung out with people that didn't speak English, and we had a blast. I started to be that quiet, mousy Cheryl again because they, in Argentina, especially the cast at Forever Tango, it is a man's world. And it's very like machismo, and it's like the women are the women, and like the women hang out and smoke cigarettes and drink alcohol and go to milongas and just tango all night and become sweaty, and it's sexy. So then, because Luis Bravo, when I finally met him, right? So like I passed the test, we leave Argentina, me and my new friends are just like living life. I'm throwing parties and throwing dinner parties for them in my like condo in Argentina. I felt so free. I was learning again. I felt like a new person. I felt, I don't know, I just felt like, why have I ever done ballroom? Like, Argentine tango is very pedestrian-like, and that's why it's so sexy, because it is controlled by the man and the woman has to follow. And in Argentina, with that cast of Forever Tango, they were such real people. They didn't give a shit if I was a celebrity. They didn't even know who the hell I was. And they treated me like I was one of them. And I do appreciate that. So I did my performances, right? So I'm part of Forever Tango. We didn't make it to Broadway right away, but we did do a few shows, I think over the holidays in the Bay Area. And it was nice because my family, that's where I'm from, so they came to watch me. Like, we did 2 shows a day. I was like the highlight of their show, and I kind of always felt like out of place a little bit, because at the end of the day, like, they're on a whole nother level. Like, I felt like the celebrity on a show like with such amazing, beautiful professional dancers. I learned so much, and I'll never forget that, and they definitely helped me find that passion again for dance. And even if it wasn't ballroom dance, it was just that that live music and like working hard and not getting easy compliments and saying I look great. If I don't look great, they're not going to tell you look great, and it's hard for them to even admit that you do look great sometimes. So anyways, it was a reality check, and it was a great reality check. I loved it. I then was motivated to, I got a call from Dancing with the Stars, and they basically said that they would feature Forever Tango during their results show and show basically like a special package of what I've been up to during the hiatus. And honestly, that's what made me want to go back. So basically, you know, I think it's important in general for anybody who ever feels stagnant or just bored when they wake up in the morning because they have to go to work and be at a desk from 9 to 5. Like, if this doesn't excite you, we truly do only, as far as I know, live once, right? Why not live to where you feel happy and you feel inspired and you feel motivated? Because there's nothing like it. Like, if you've never felt that feeling of just like pure adrenaline, but like healthy adrenaline, to where it's like, oh, can I do this? It's like a challenge. Like, you just want to always challenge yourself. And I feel like it's like your brain, when you stop feeding it new information, it just dies. And I've noticed this about myself. I didn't really, because I was too young to recognize what was happening, I just jumped to conclusions, which was I just don't love dancing anymore. But really, thank God I sat with myself and I figured it out, what it was about dancing that I didn't like, or that I felt like I was no longer receiving. And it was just this part of it. And I'd say just that little fix of like less than a year of me stepping out of my comfort zone and trying something completely different, and first figuring it out by admitting to myself that something is not right here. I was able to now do another 14 seasons after that trip and that time with Forever Tango. So, you know, I just want to first of all thank like all of the cast and Louise Bravo and Yuki, my agent, who's still my agent to this day, for believing in me and for trusting me that this is what, you know, I needed, and just for believing in me for even being a part of such a different caliber of dancing. So yeah, I'll never forget it. I'll just take that with me for the rest of my life. And I encourage everybody, and the reason why I talk to you guys about these different types of moments and experiences that I've experienced is so that I hope I can just reach out to anybody out there that don't make any harsh decisions right away. It's like, it's not black or white, right? There's always something about whatever world you live in. You may not like it, but to say that you just don't like it and you need to go completely on the opposite, like maybe that is what you need to do. But at the same time, you don't want to throw away like years and years of whatever it is that you've been doing or your passion in life. Like, there are ways to really figure it out. Like, life is so valuable, and this is something I've also learned with like all the self-development work I've been doing. It's just that life is way too short, and you just need to always follow your true happiness in life, whatever that may be. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about my journey falling out of and back into love with dance. This was a really difficult time in my life, but ultimately the reset button was exactly what I needed to believe that I was back on the right path in life. Make sure you like this video and leave me a comment below if you've had a similar experience with falling out of love with something you've worked so hard for your whole life. And if so, I'd love to hear how you got through it. Anyway, as usual, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell below so that you're notified every single time I upload a new video. Sending you all so much love and light. Bye.